Hello students, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to cover what is BSOP, that is Black-Scholes option pricing model, and how to use BSOP calculator in exam. Let's start. As we already know, when a company makes a decision to invest, then it calculates NPV to ensure whether the investment is profitable or not. But do we know that NPV has some limitations, such as uh, any investment decisions the company is considering is taken on immediate basis. So it is not like we are calculating NPV today and we will start the project after few years. So there is no option in NPV. And also, if once the decision has been taken, it cannot be changed. So once we have started the project, we cannot change it, we cannot sell, we cannot uh, we cannot delay it also. So there is no such options to incorporate the all the values if we are expanding it, delaying it, or selling it in the NPV options. So to overcome this problem, we use BSOP model. So BSOP model actually helps us to incorporate these real options into our questions to estimate the correct figure of the NPV. So let's see what are those options. So the I have also mentioned earlier. So there are three options. One is option to expand, option to delay, and last is option to abandon. So option to expand and option to delay, we also say this call option, and option to abandon, we say this put option. So suppose if a company wants to delay its investment, so there is no option while calculating at NPV that it can include all the relevant calculation in that. So it will include calculate all the calculations using the BSOP calculator. Same way, if it wants to expand this further into further years, so same, or if it wants to sell the project after few years, so it will use BSOP calculator to incorporate all those options. And once the values are calculated of the real options, then after at the end, those additional values are added or subtracted in the existing NPV. So so for the call options, we add the value. So first we calculate the real options value separately using the BSOP calculator, and after calculating that, we include those value in the existing NPV that we have already calculated. So there are a few variables we use in calculating the BSOP model. PA, that shows the current price of underlying assets. PE, which is exercise price, it means if you are expanding or selling the project, then how much you are expecting while selling, or how much it will take to expand the project. And R is risk free rate, that is given. And S, standard deviation. T, time to expiry, like after how many years it is going to expire, or it is going to expand, it is going to sell. So these all things will be given in the questions. The only challenge we face is calculating the PA. So I'll show you how you can calculate this in very easily. So as I mentioned, I'll also show an example also. So this is the table what you will be able to see in your exam scenario, or when you will do the practice in the ACCA mock website. So I have pasted this table from there only. So it will look like this. It will show as BSOP calculator. So all these five variables are there. It will already be there, and below there you simply have to mention its values, and these values are automatically formulated. So it will automatically calculate it, and once calculated, I've already told there are two options, call and put. So it will calculate both option, but you have to use according to the question says. So if it says evaluate the option to expand or option to delay, then it in that case our answer will be call option. But if it says option to sell, then in that case our question answer will be put option. Okay. So if uh, let's start with the example. So I have taken this example. This is very first example. I'll say this C company uh, in this. Okay. So there are basically mainly two requirements. So first one is related to calculate the NPV. I assuming uh, that you already know how to calculate the NPV, and I'll show how you can calculate the BSOP value. So let's read second requirement: an estimation of the value of the project taking into account bullet company offer, showing all the relevant calculations. It is also saying that BSOP calculator will be provided to you to answer this question. So it will already be given in our question. So a relevant area from this but all question is this only. So I'll read this part only. Okay, let's read it. So C company France director is of the opinion that there are many uncertainties surrounding the project. So France director is basically it's is thinking like there are uncertainties, so it may sell this project. Let's see what it says. And also it has assessed that the cash flow can vary by a standard deviation of 35%. So a standard deviation is given to us as 35%. Let me put it here, 35%. Next, recently Bullet Company offered C Company the option to sell. See here. So basically C company is considering an investment, but there is a company, B company, which is offering C company that it will purchase the investment after a certain year if it does not work. So the entire project will be sold to Bullet Company for 28 million at the start of the year 3. So first 28 million is PE, that is exercise price. So I'm mentioning here as 28 million, and at the start of the 3 year means at the end of the year 2. So the B company can purchase this project after year 2. Okay, so after the year 2, so in that case our time of expiry it will be 2. So after 2 years our project can be sold. Our risk-free rate, here you can see short-term treasury bills are 4%. It is given as 4%. I'm mentioning here as 4%. So I've calculated all those values. You can see it will hardly take a minute to calculate these values. You simply have to type, because all these four values will be given to you. The challenge you will face in calculating the PA, but trust me, this is as simple. So let me show you how. So I have taken these cash flows from this scenario one. From the answers I have directly taken this. You have to calculate this if you are doing the full questions. Okay. Once you calculate these cash flows, the question is saying you have to, the company can so sell the project after year 2. So what you have to simply do, you have to simply include the, you have to calculate the present values of the cash flows after year 2. So we have to calculate the present value of year 3, 4 and 5. That's it. So let me show you. So cash flows, year 0 it will be 0, this also 0, year 2 also 0. From here onwards it will be same. Okay, and I have to calculate this NPV. So I'm calculating the NPV here, equal to NPV rate. Rate is given here 12%. 12, okay, 12%, comma, from year 1 to year 5, bracket off, enter. One important thing, if I'm when I'm saying you have to take present values of cash flows after year 2, that doesn't mean you will ignore the values from year 1 and year 2. You have, if you are using the NPV formula, then in that case you have to make, assume all the values from for year 1 or year 2 as 0, and we do not include year 0 value here. Okay, so this comes as 30616.901. Okay, let me divide this value by 1000 so that it will come in millions. Okay, I'm putting this here. So this simply, this is your PA value. That's it. You have to simply apply this value here. So 30.62, enter. So once you put this value here, So you can see it has automatically calculated the call and put options. So since in this question it is asking to evaluate option to sell, so hence we will include use put option. Okay, and so put option you can see. Let me expand this further. 3.445 million is our answer from this additional option to sell. What we have to do, we have to simply subtract this value from the NPV we have calculated in the first option here. So it will bring us to the exact NPV after incorporating the real options. See how simple it is. If you have any further questions related to this or any confusion, or if you are stuck in any questions, do let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to help you out and try to respond as soon as possible. And thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and share this channel as much as possible. Thank you.